Today I'm reviewing the HP 24-inch all-in-one desktop PC, 24CR0032, with a Full HD screen, AMD Ryzen 7 7730U, 16GB of RAM, a 512GB SSD, and integrated AMD Radeon graphics. If you want to check current pricing or availability, it's linked below. I've spent time using this on a home desk as my everyday machine, browsing, office work, streaming media, remote meetings, light photo editing, and routine multitasking. This review is based on how it feels in real scenarios, not on isolated benchmark numbers. Let's set expectations early. This is not a high-end gaming rig or dedicated creative workstation. It's also not designed for heavy 3D rendering, large video projects, or complex simulation workloads. What it is built for is straightforward everyday computing in a neat, integrated package. Performance in day-to-day use is smooth. The Ryzen 7 7730U handles multiple browser tabs, document editing, spreadsheets, email, and video streaming without hesitation. Switching between apps feels fluid, and casual multitasking doesn't introduce awkward pauses. It's genuinely comfortable for typical productivity. The integrated AMD Radeon graphics are competent for video playback and casual gaming. Titles like older esports games or lighter 3D games run at modest settings and resolutions. You won't be pushing modern AAA titles at high settings, but for occasional, lighter play it performs reasonably within its capabilities. The 24-inch Full HD display is one of the system's clearer strengths in regular use. Text, web content, and movies look clean and readable, and colors feel balanced for everyday tasks and media consumption. If you compare this to a basic external monitor plus desktop, it avoids having extra cables and space taken up. That's part of the practical appeal. Thermals and noise are mild. Because it's an all-in-one, everything is packed into the display chassis. Under steady workloads, temperatures remain in controlled ranges and the system stays quiet. Even if you push a bit harder, say exporting photos or running many apps at once, fan noise stays measured rather than suddenly loud or unpredictable. Build quality feels solid for its class. The integrated stand is stable on a desk, the fit and finish don't feel cheap, and ports are where you expect them for connecting peripherals. Cable clutter is minimal, which matters more than you think if you're aiming for a clean workspace. Memory and storage balance practicality and capacity. The 16 GB of RAM is adequate for the everyday tasks I mentioned earlier. It doesn't limit typical workflows in this usage domain. The 512GB SSD delivers quick boot times, fast app launches, and generally responsive behavior. If you accumulate large media libraries or big project files, you might want external storage, and that's a typical expectation for systems in this category. Limitations to be clear about: this isn't made for high-end gaming or professional creative work. If your priority is raw graphics performance or heavy video editing workloads, a more powerful dedicated desktop or laptop with discrete graphics is a better choice. It also isn't configured for serious simulation or design software at scale. In comparison to small form-factor desktops with separate monitors, the all-in-one design means you trade some upgrade flexibility for a cleaner footprint. That trade-off makes sense if you value simplicity and minimal setup, but less so if you want to swap out parts over time. So who this makes sense for: daily office productivity and multitasking, streaming video and general multimedia use, remote work and video conferencing, light casual gaming and creative tasks, a clean desk setup with fewer cables. It's not aimed at heavy gaming, large workload production, or users who want extensive upgrade paths. In actual use, it feels stable and capable within these boundaries. It doesn't surprise, but it also rarely disappoints for what it's designed to do. Check current pricing below and evaluate it against your needs.